Hello everyone, this is Stuff. You're watching Stuff HD, and it seems I make a video only when somebody pisses me off. So who was it this time? Today I'm making a video about DoorDash. Yes, DoorDash. I will start off by saying that normally I absolutely love DoorDash. It's a great service. Usually I'm glad to see services that allow regular people to make some extra money or work for themselves full time if that's what they choose. I'm usually all up for that. I will say also that in the past I have dealt with DoorDash customer service and the experiences have been pretty good. However, yesterday, not so much. So here's the story. Yesterday I went over to my sister's house and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna buy some chicken for everybody. So I ordered some chicken from Popeyes before leaving, and then I figured by the time I'm there, it shouldn't take too much longer for the DoorDash guy to get there. So I get over there, and there's no sign of the DoorDash person, and I'm waiting. I probably waited over an hour before the app actually said that a Dasher is on its way to go get the food. So I'm like, all right, cool. I keep waiting, and eventually I noticed that the app went back to preparing my order, which I'm like, okay, that's weird. The Dasher was on his way to pick up the food, but not anymore. Did that Dasher decide to leave? I don't know. So then a while later, another Dasher goes to pick up my order. I'm like, okay, cool, another one. Finally, this is going to happen. We're going to get some chicken soon. And then I'm waiting, and all of a sudden, I get this message: order is canceled. So I'm like, wait, what do you mean order is canceled? Like, what happened? It just said order is canceled. So I decide to have a little chat with customer service because I'm like, WTF, like, what's going on here? So talking to customer service, they tell me, oh, the Dasher went to the Popeyes location and it was closed. And I'm like, well, that doesn't sound right. So then they are like, we apologize for the inconvenience and the money will be refunded to you in 3 days. Luckily, I'm in a blessed enough position right now that I don't have to really worry about that. But I was thinking about people that, maybe they made this order with the last bit of money they had on their debit card or whatever. Like that happens. And I'm like, okay, well, you guys took the money, and just like that, now I have to wait like 3 days to get my money. And, they say up to 3 days. And to be fair, I did get the refund today. So, it's not a really big deal, but it could be a big deal again if you are less fortunate and maybe, maybe you were ordering food for like until your next paycheck or something, Nothing wrong with eating chicken all week. So I'm talking to the customer service person and they keep apologizing and telling me, well, there's nothing we can do. It's all the bank. And that pisses me off because I've had, this issue other times with other things where companies, they just take the money, they fail at the service that they, that you expect to get. And then they're just like, oh, well, we'll just refund you. Like the inconvenience, we're sorry. We're sorry about the inconvenience. We'll refund you eventually. And I always hate that. So the first, I ended up talking to 3 different customer service people because I was like, this is BS. Like, first of all, how did Popeyes even confirm the order if they were closed? Which eventually they came back saying, well, when they confirmed the order, they were open, but then by the time the Dasher got there, they were closed. Which I was like, that doesn't make sense to me. Because I know Popeyes doesn't close that early. So I spoke to the first person, and it was a whole back and forth, and over and over. I'm getting these pasted answers, basically, like copy and paste type of replies, and it's not just DoorDash. These companies, they always blame the bank. They're like, well, it's not our fault. We can't control what the bank does. And I'm always like, why is that? Why is it that we have to put up with that? Like, why is it that companies always get to take out the money right away? It just comes right off our bank account, right? Like instantly. But then if they fail, then we have to wait. We have to wait 3 days, 5 days, whatever it is. Like, I could understand it many years ago, but nowadays, like, I can send my friends money instantly and they can send it back instantly. So we obviously have the technology to do it. Like, why is this still an issue? Why does this still happen with companies? So of course, then I'm wondering, like, well, why do they even charge before actually completing the order? You know, like you go to a restaurant, they don't charge you before you get the meal. I mean, if you go to Burger King and stuff like that, yeah, but most restaurants, you go there, you sit down, you order your food, they bring you the food, and then you pay. Yes, there are times when people don't pay, and that sucks for them, you know. But on DoorDash, like, you could just put a negative balance on their account, and then don't let them order again until they pay that, you know. So you know, it seems like waiting till the order is actually completed in order to charge you might be a better option. So at this point, I was just pretty mad with them. And, you know, I was just chatting with them. I never swear when I'm doing that because I'm like, that doesn't help anybody. And, you know, I try not to be too mean to them because I know that they personally were not the people that did this to me. But I want the company to know that I am very upset. So they kept telling me that the Popeyes was just closed, that there's nothing they could do about it. So I'm like, okay, I don't believe this. So I actually went to the Popeyes. And guess what? It was not closed. It was open. Now, here's what I did notice, however. There's a huge line of cars at the Popeyes. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that the first Dasher that went there, they saw the line of cars and they were like, nah, I'm not waiting there. You know, which I can understand. You know, Dashers, they are trying to make money. They're not trying to sit in at the drive-thru for who knows how long. It looks like this Popeyes, at least, I think they were only doing drive-thru. I don't believe the inside was open. So I get it. Dasher didn't want to wait. I'm sure the other Dasher went there and they saw the line and they were like, nah, I'm not doing this. So I can completely understand that. But then the fact that, you know, they lie, DoorDash lies, and they tell me, well, the Popeyes was closed. No, it wasn't. Like, just tell me, like, look, the Dasher didn't feel like waiting. Of course, that wouldn't make things any better. You still don't have your food. But what would make things better is if they didn't take the money out of the account and then just tell you, like, oh, it's going to take 3 days to get your money. Like, again, what if that's the last bit of money that I had on my debit card? Like, I need to eat something else. Now I can't even go somewhere and buy something because I don't have my money anymore. So, of course, I always try to see all sides of things. You know, obviously, DoorDash, they don't want to lose money by waiting until an order is complete to see whether or not people are actually going to be able to pay them or not. I can understand that. I can understand that the Dashers don't want to wait until the food is there because, you know, if it's a long line, I get that. You know, you're trying to make money, you're not trying to waste time. But then the thing that really sucks is the fact that, okay, so they cancel your order, and then as soon as it cancels, it starts the whole refund process. And that's where I think DoorDash fails. And, you know, again, not just DoorDash. This happens with many other companies. Because I'm thinking here, okay, let's say Dasher didn't feel like waiting. They canceled the order. Fine. Then give me a message on the app. Give me an option. Tell me, hey, this order has been canceled. Would you like a refund, which could take up to 5 days? Or would you like instant credit to the DoorDash app so that you can go ahead and try something else? You know, to me, that's fair. I think that is a fair option that should be there. That way they get to keep the money. They don't have to start the whole refund process. And it makes sure like I order from them if that's what I want to do. Like, give me that option. All right, I'm going to end this video here. I was going to bash Best Buy also, but I'll do that on a separate video another day. I hope that you are all doing well. Please let me know if you have had any experiences with DoorDash or Grubhub, or if maybe Grubhub and Uber Eats, maybe they do the things that I'm suggesting of giving me an option, then maybe I'll start using them instead. Because again, I'm lucky enough that I was able to just buy food somewhere else. But what if I wasn't? What if I wasn't? And they just expect people to deal with that. We can send money instantly throughout the world. And banks are still, these companies are still taking 3-5 business days to get back to you. Like, no, that shouldn't happen. All right, this is Stuff. I'm signing out. Y'all take care.